Hi guys, so in this video we'll see how we can use images to get our neon design from. So to do that, what we're going to do, we're going to go to the project window and we're going to import in here from our Explorer window an image. So I'm going to import a vector image, which is this balloon image in here. And let's wait for it. And here we have our balloon image. Now this can be a logo or any other vector image. And then if you go to place your logo here, let's go in there, or you can also double click in here and it would open right over here. You're just going to place that vector image in here. I'm going to scale this up and then press this button so that we make sure that it retains its quality. So that button to retain its quality since it is a vector image. And now we're going to go to create logo outline from here, or you can also go from here. And what we have in here is that we have written here select layer, layer, and then auto trace. So we're going to select layer and from here select auto trace. And before we do this, actually, let's press cancel for now. We need to remember to go to effect controls and hide this effect in here. So hide that effect. And then let's go back in here and select layer and auto trace. And as we can see, we have the preview function switched on here, and this would do some lines around our image. Press OK. And it has done some lines. It has selected the outline of the image. Now, if we would also want to select the inner sides of the image, we can do that as well. We can repeat the same steps, layer and auto trace, but instead of alpha in here, we can change it to red, for instance, since these strips are red. And then maybe in this case, higher the threshold to 90%. And you can see that if we press OK, now it is selecting the inner parts of that image as well. So you can play with those settings to see which works for you, but if you use the settings that I have used with the alpha and the color that you want, you should get very good results. So make sure that the settings are similar to the ones that I had there inside the auto trace. So now we have that done. We're just going to show the stroke in here, and if we click this, we can see how the outline works out in here. Very nice. And now we're going to go back to our main comp Full HD and see what we have in here. Of course, right now it is still with the text, but we will see how that would work in a second. So for now, let's switch this to draft so that everything updates quickly then. And let's go in here. So we have create logo outline, color 01 here. Let's select just that. And let's see what we have. And we have that image that is already traced now. Now what we need to do in here, we need to do one last auto trace. And to do that, go to layer, auto trace. And from here, I'm going to switch this back to alpha and make sure that this is around 70%. And make sure that you have settings similar to this, and then just press OK. And there we have it. It has traced our image. And with this trace, it will be telling the neon that the lines should be right where these traced lines are. So if we untick this, once again, it hasn't updated, but that's because we want to go to element 3D 01, color 01 here, since we are updating color 01. And we need to go to custom layers, go to custom text and masks, and change this from the text, since we were using the text, to logo outline color 01. And if we press that, we can see how that would update right over here. And let's do this to a full render to see how that would work. And as you can see very nicely in here, we have that image that has taken the shape of the neon in there. So very nice effect in here. Of course, now the modules, we need to set those again to match our image, but you can go ahead and see the other help video to see how you can customize the modules and place them over your image in here. Now, one thing is that if you want, you can also add a different color to the image. So let's say that we want a part of the image to have a different color. Just like with the text, we have a second color option here as well. And to do that, we need to find the neon tubes that are on their own. So if we scroll in here, we can see that this is one whole neon tube in here. So it doesn't make sense to have it in a different color since it's just one neon tube. But these things in here are a neon tube on their own. So we can have them in a different color. So to do this, we are going to go inside create logo outline color 01 here. Let's show just that for now. And let's see what we have in here. So in here we have these masks that we have traced earlier. And what we need to do is we need to select these masks. So let's press M on our keyboard so that all these masks would open right over here. And let's see which masks these are. So we have mask 14, mask 13, mask 15, 13 there, 16, 17, and also 18. So it's basically mask 13 to mask 18 here. Let's select all of those, and I'm going to go to layer, to edit actually, and then simply cut them. So cut. So like this, they are removed from this color 01 design. Now we're going to scroll up, and we're going to remove this and show this. And I'm just going to paste them right over here inside color 02. So now color 02 would tell the neon that we're going to use these masks right over here. And if we untick this, of course, right now nothing would happen since this is ticked off. But if we tick this on, right now it is set to the tubes. But if we go to custom layers in here, then go to custom text and masks, and go to path layer 1 here, and select color 02, create logo outline color 02, we can see how that updates. Now, of course, these in here, these tubes in here, are placed in a wrong position. And to place that in the correct position, what we need to do is we need to enter in here and then just move them into their correct position. So I'm going to remove these connections for now that I have done earlier. And I'm just going to move them. I needed to move them just a little bit left and a little bit down. Press OK. Now this is a bit of a trial and error in here. So let's see. Now in here we can see that these are still here. And After Effects for some reason didn't update these. This is sometimes happens. It's a bug within the software. But to arrange that, you can take it to a different slot in here in your timeline, and that should update right like that. So let's go back to scene setup, move them a little bit more down and a little bit more over the x-axis, press OK, and we're almost there. We just need to adjust them a bit further, press OK, and there we have it. And of course, if we toggle the full render in here, we will get the full resolution here. So make that fit up to 100%, as you can see in here now, we have used an image, and also we have used our second color in there. So that's how you can use an image inside your design. So we're going to stop this help video, and then the next help video we're going to go over the control panel and see what features we have in here. So let's stop the recording, and we'll see you in the next video.